All right, so in addition to what's happening here in the main pharmacy here, most of all our medications, our tablets, and some of our injectable medications are stored in this automated machine here, which we call the med carousel. We have lots of medications in here, all securely placed in appropriate bins. Whenever we need to get or obtain any medication from here, this communicates with this computer here. We enter whatever medication that we need to get. It communicates with this, it moves this machine to the appropriate level where the medication is. Once we obtain that medication, we make sure we scan it to be sure that it's the appropriate medication. And I'll just show you what I mean by that. So say for example, I need to get Coreg. Say I need one Coreg, so here we are. So I told the machine I need a medication, it goes to where I need it. We have some indicator lights here to ensure that you are actually getting the correct med that you've told the machine that you needed. I'd also have another indicator light here to tell me that this is where what I want should be at. I could easily grab anything here, but when I scan it, I have to make sure that it's the right thing I'm scanning. If it's the wrong thing, it will not accept it. So then I have to physically be sure that what I'm looking at is the right medication that I needed. So in this case, if I grab what I need, before I leave, I make sure I scan it. If I can find my scanner, here it is. So, and the idea is once I scan this medication, this should actually clear off the screen, telling me that it is the right med that I grabbed. So there it is, it clears off the screen. Now on top of that, I still have to physically look at it to be sure it is the right medication that I wanted. And that was what I grabbed from the machine. So all of these are all safety measures that we try to take to ensure that we're getting the right medication. Is what we're taking from the from the med carousel. All right, so we're still in the main pharmacy, and we just showed you some of our oral medications that's stored in the med carousel. Now, some medications have to be refrigerated, so we can't store them in the carousel. So we have most of them here in the refrigerator, and the same process applies. You make sure you're looking at the right medication. Make sure you know grabbing the right medication, that you're scanning the right medication, and look at it here. It says don't forget to scan. You know, and we have our vaccines here, insulins. We have some suppositories that need to be refrigerated as well in here. So this is all because that's how stable they have to be in a refrigerator to be stable. So most of our meds are in here, in addition to the things that we have in the med carousel as well too. Okay. And another important area of this of our main pharmacy is our controlled drug cabinets. It's our C2 safe cabinets. We have all of our controlled drugs, C2 through C5s. We have them all stored in here in these cabinets. So every activity that happens in this cabinet is all tracked. So before you get into the safe, you have to log in with your fingerprint bio ID. And for every medication you grab from this machine, you are accountable for that medication. So you have to make sure you count the exact amount that is in there, the exact amounts you're taking. If you're taking the wrong amount, it will tell you that that's the wrong amount there. So you have to be sure you're taking the right amount that you're taking from medication, and you're telling it that that's the right amount. Then one important thing is most of the meds that we take from the controlled safe, we don't send on our tube station. A couple reasons why we don't tube most of those medications is just accountability. It's a controlled drug. You are responsible for taking the medication from there, and you want to be sure that when you get it to the nursing station, that it is actually accounted for. So tubing it, then chances are it could go to anywhere. So, and somebody else can grab that medication, and you don't want to go down that route. So we manually deliver those medications. Our technicians help us do the deliveries of those medications, and it is all signed for if we have to hand deliver it to a nurse, they sign for it, and we kind of call that process more of like a chain of custody process, you know, where I have this medication, I've accounted that I have it, and I'm handing it to you, and you also sign that you've received that medication as well too. Otherwise, the technicians would grab some of the medications here and go to the unit and have them loaded in the Pyxis units that we have on the floors. Thereby, the nurse can go to those Pyxis units, sign in there with their bio ID, and that will account for them taking the medication from there as well too. So we try not to make sure that we don't tube these medications just for that accountability